Synth pop pioneers Duran Duran have stood the test of time since forming in Birmingham way back in 1978. They took their name from the Jane Fonda flick Barbarella.
Dr. Duran. Duran.
And have gone on to sell more than 100 million records around the world. Duran Duran were the first ever act to win a Grammy for Best Music Video and were the first to shoot one on location. Reinventing the game, their new single Invisible comes with a music video created entirely by artificial intelligence. Simon Le Bon, welcome to the project and congratulations on your new single Invisible. How does it feel to be releasing your first new music in 6 years?
It feels like it's supposed to, I think. Very exciting. It feels great to be back in the flow.
Simon, this song sounds as much at home in 2021 as it might have been back in the 80s. How have you managed to fuse two such completely different musical eras together?
That is a very, very good question, Lisa. What you've got is you've got the sound of Duran Duran, but the song itself is created with modern ears. There's this drum that is like a mountain and this guitar that is a knife. And I think it sounds very modern.
I was actually editing the biggest teen magazine in Australia at the time you guys toured Australia in 1984 from memory. And that was crazy. It was like the Beatles had arrived. And I remember feeling really sorry for you guys. What was it like for you on the inside of all of that?
I remember that tour so well. Oh my God, it was outrageous. I mean, you might have felt sorry for us, but we had more fun on that tour than most people have in a lifetime. And we were invited to parties, we used to go to nightclubs, we were surrounded by beautiful people. It was really the rock and roll dream, and we lived it to the absolute full.
Duran Duran are channeling that rock and roll into their new album, Future Past. The foursome worked on it tirelessly through lockdown, in between Simon perfecting his sourdough.
My sourdough is getting good. I have a nice, open, lacy crumb.
And unfortunately, catching COVID-19.
It went through the whole house. We think it was my daughter Amber who brought it in, for which we are partly pissed off with her and partly grateful. She actually got the worst symptoms. She was laid up for 2 weeks. I was next. My worst symptom was I actually completely lost my sense of smell. And it took a whole year to get it back.
How are you all feeling now?
I'm feeling fine, thank you very much.
The Duran Duran dream came crashing down in 1985 after the burnt-out band played Live Aid.
The main reason we split up in '85 would be the industry pressure, the pressure on us that was from all aspects, whether it was management, record company, publishing. Everybody who was around just wanted more and more and more. More creativity, more time. And they got to a point where you looked at your calendar and it became very daunting, the idea that every minute of your day belonged to somebody else. We didn't have any time to ourselves, and it began to affect our mental health, really. And to save ourselves as individuals, we had to stop it, and the only way was to break the band up completely.
So the split wasn't personal?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, some members in the band did develop substance abuse issues. Not me, because I'm a singer and singers can't, because it completely wrecks your voice. The substance abuse, it came in for two reasons. One, to have fun, but two, to be able to cope with the workload, so that it kind of comes back to the workload, I think. There you go. I just want to pass the buck, you see. I just want to say it's the industry's fault. No, it wasn't us. It was all the people around us.
Over the past 4 decades, Duran Duran has attracted many fans, but none more famous than the late Princess Diana. How did you find out that she was a fan?
Princess Diana did a really big documentary for the BBC, and they asked her what sort of music she liked, and the first thing she said was, "I like Duran Duran." And have you seen The Crown? Have you seen that episode of The Crown where she's roller skating around Buckingham Palace with girls on film playing? It's my favourite bit.
I love the footage of you guys meeting Charles and Diana, and they're being presented with flowers and a Duran Duran sweatshirt. Who do you reckon got the sweatshirt in the divorce?
I would say that Diana definitely got the Duran Duran sweatshirt.
I reckon she would have fought for it.
I know Charles wanted it. Charles wanted it, but he just didn't have the fingernails to hold on to it.
Simon Le Bon, it's been an absolute pleasure. All the very best with the brand new album. Thanks so much for chatting with us.
Thanks, Lisa. Pleasure speaking to you too. Can't wait to get to Australia. See ya.
He was so lovely to
You could
get.
tell.
Seems
Yeah,
it.
you could tell.
Like 40 years on from, I cannot undervalue how huge they were in the 80s. That he's still so engaged and still so loving making music. And, you know, sometimes people at that point in their career can be a bit jaded, but
Yeah.
I could have talked to him for hours.
I wonder which one of the boys will get the Duran Duran sweatshirt handed down from Princess Diana.
Good point.
Harry, my bet's on.
Well, Duran Duran's new album, Future Past, is out October 22nd.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Carrie loves to hear from viewers. Please forward your feedback to Carrie's email, perth/girl/21@hotmail.com. And be sure to subscribe. That wasn't Carrie you heard off screen.